Well, good morning to you. Well, it's morning here. I guess by the power of the internet, it could be anytime. Could be anytime there. So good, vague, ethereal time frame to you, my dear friend. Hey, what's up? My name is John Bonjour. I am an artist and a film enthusiast. I am drawing some art today, not talking about any film, but we're going to talk about comic books because it's something that I'm passionate about, and it's just what we're doing. And if you don't like that, then we'll talk about movies later. I'm seeing Beetlejuice this week, so that's exciting. With Beetlejuice 2. God, I'm not that, well, that's not old. Man, I'm digging some holes today that I cannot get out of. Anyway, today I have to design some characters for my comic book Edge of Bordertown, which you can read for free on my website, johnbonart.com. Please do that. So I'm going to walk you through my process of designing a character because I think it's interesting, and I think you probably will too. And if you don't, it's cool. It's cool, man. Not offended. Okay, now that they're gone, would have been deeply, deeply offended if you had left specifically. Let's dive right in. Okay, so we have our canvas here, and honestly, my process is pretty simple. So I'm going to start right up here in the corner, and I've just got a few words that I know need to be involved in this character. So we're going to say, I'm on a hidden layer. That's a really cool look to start the video. And we're going to turn off drawing assist. I prepared for this. This is what I prepared for. So we've got some words. This is a character that I want to be what? We're still on drawing assist somehow. I want that to not be true. Okay, that's tremendous news. You guys. You guys. All right. So, I want this character to be wise. I want them to be somewhat all-knowing, but not completely. So I'm going to say all-knowing-ish. I want them to be ethereal. I want them to not... Ooh, man, spelling is tough. But I want them to be sort of, not regular human. I want them to feel strange and different, like they're otherworldly. That would have been a much easier word to spell. And more importantly than that, I want them to feel a little bit like they don't belong in this world. I want this character to feel like they're a juxtaposition. Man, choose big words. Juxtaposition in the world. So that's what we got. That's easy. We're just gonna make a new layer here, and I'm gonna hide those. You know what? I'm just gonna make them real low like that. So I'm gonna just go through and do a couple of different options. So I'm just gonna spitball some characters, and we're gonna work from there. I'm going real base forms right now. So if I want this person to be wise, I think wise old, so maybe old and kind of scraggly. So let's get a little kind of old frame going here. Somebody with a hunch, maybe. Give him a couple arms. Maybe a cane. Canes are always fun. I like a good cane. So we're gonna start with something like that. Yeah, all right, that's a good start. And then I'm gonna say, but that feels too human to me already, so I'm gonna adjust that just in this moment. So let's say, owls are wise. Owls are wise. Let's see if we can throw a little owl in there. What does an owl look like? It's kind of owly. I'll go through and get some more detail. That looks nothing like an owl. That's okay. We're just gonna live with it. So like a bird, some sort of bird. Let's give him. I was gonna go Victorian earlier. Let's go give him like a Victorian kind of thing. Here, bird. We go full bird. Let's go full bird. Let's don't go full bird. That's boring. So we're gonna go Victorian. Big jacket. I like a big jacket. Something like that. And then you know what? Bird legs are fun. Bird legs are fun. So we're gonna give him some bird legs. But just kind of half bird legs. Yeah, so something like that. That's an interesting character. What a weirdo. I like him. I want to do something. I had this idea earlier. I want to do something like just a glowing fire orb or something like that. That could conceivably display emotion. Like you could have them. Well, we'll get into that later. But yeah, we're just gonna go kind of glowing fire orb. I'm gonna give him like a long flowing kind of robe sort of thing. And then, I don't know, like the vague feeling of human limbs. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I like him. He's a fun guy. Yeah, so we're going to give him kind of that robe. And then make it come out a little more. This arm, I don't know what this arm's going to be doing. I guess it'll come out of here. So that's something. That's an interesting kind of guy. Kind of weird. I like this shorter sort of thing. I think I like it. It's a little more trollish, a little more impish, which isn't necessarily what I was going for originally, but I'm not sure that I hate that. It seemed to be kind of gearing in that direction here. But let's try something. Let's try something a little bit maybe taller. Something maybe just more vague. So something kind of has a disappearing. I like the cape here, so we're gonna kind of stick in the cape realm. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but we're gonna see what happens. So maybe like almost a genie sort of feel, right? Like that's kind of what we're going for. I'm gonna give him a skull face. I think that's interesting. Can't do flaming skull, because that's Ghost Rider, and we can't infringe on copyright. But I do think skull is interesting. Skeletons are always interesting. You know this. And maybe like if it's a skeleton, half a skeleton, so he's got just like the ribs, and then he comes into this kind of just weird capey thing that sort of disappears as we go. That is rad. That's a rad thing. I don't know if it's this guy, but it's cool and I like him. So yeah, he's something. All right, I'm gonna lose Owl because I'm gonna lose the Owl because I don't think he's any good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna lose the Owl because I don't think he is that good. And the Old Man can go because what is that? So we've got a couple of designs here that I think are pretty interesting. And then we're gonna workshop a couple more. I think I'm not tied because it's supposed to be an ethereal being. I'm super not tied to it being a dude. So maybe we should workshop some women, because who knows? Why not? So I had this idea for like a cowboy, but maybe we can do somewhere in between here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. This might be nothing. Let's say tall. I don't know. This is already too human. I gotta do something to that. So what if we? I like the cowboy hat. Cowboy hat's a good. You just can't go wrong with a cowboy hat. That might be the Texas in me. Let's see. What can we do to make her less human, literally already? This could be something. I don't know. Let's see. One eye. A little nose. These are not supposed to be this detailed, but we're just gonna go through it. But yeah, we're roughing it in basically. So yeah, like one eye. Let's give her some hair. She needs hair. What kind of hair? Long hair. So what about like super long hair? That'd be kind of cool. Like long, super flowy hair. No, that'd be interesting. And then she's gotta have a body of some sort. Yeah, this whole one eye thing is definitely not. It's not working. It's not going for what we want it to be. But that's okay. That's fine. This is why you do it. This is why you do the process. I'm gonna give her like a cool one of those cross shoulder satchel things. We're just gonna rough in some body here. Yeah. This is not good. This is nothing. Also, leaning Western is a very specific vibe, so I'm gonna cancel that out because that's nothing. So what else can we do? Something. I mean, we could try to do something with the skull here, but I don't think that's. I think that's gonna be a little too vague. This he's wonderful. He is cute, but also I don't think he really he's a fun guy. I think he would I'm gonna give him little knee pads. I think he would fit somewhere, but I don't think it's what I'm looking for here. So let's go, we've tried wise a lot and ethereal a lot. Let's try something with juxtaposition. So something that just doesn't fit. Oh, you know what would be interesting? What if we did, I'm just gonna get a basic frame in here. What if we gave her some, I just forgot I'm recording a video. What if we gave her some flower kind of eyes? Could be interesting. It's got kind of a death imagery, you know, Day of the Dead kind of thing going. We could also give her, we could have her be kind of elfish. It's interesting. Something a little less human on there. Because why not? It's supposed to be like an ethereal. Ooh, we've become Green Goblin. That's not ideal. Something elfish. Something should be a queen of some sort. Elf queen is just, man, it's just not what I'm going for. But that's why you do this. That's what this whole process is. Yeah, that's not anything, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Let's try. Things I like. I like that this kind of goes away into nothing. I think that's interesting. So let's stick in that world for a second. We're just gonna keep the basic shape of a thing that goes into nothing, because I really do. I am very interested in that, and I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's do something here. We're gonna get rid of some of that box there. What can we do to you? What can we do to you? What can we do to you? How about... oh, what if we combine these two? Is that anything? What if we kind of... Actually, we'll have the fire kind of going in the same direction. Drawing a lot of fire. I do not enjoy drawing fire, but this is pretty cool. So maybe we're gonna have to. But not yet. Not my favorite. Not my favorite thing to draw. But you gotta get good at it. She is very interesting. I'm kind of connecting with this character. I could see her dispensing some solid wisdom. You know, like talking about ethereal planes and whatnot. She's kind of cool. All right, this is getting to be something to me. So, we're gonna stick in that world. Okay, so I have a base drawing here that I pulled straight from that. I think I'm gonna try and do a couple of different things off of that. So we'll see what kind of happens here. I like the idea of this being a flaming orb, but I do wonder if it might be more interesting to have something that's a little bit more defined. I don't know what that is yet. But maybe like we're gonna try a couple of things. So we're gonna do 2 or 3 versions of this. How's that sound? First of all, I'm gonna do. I don't think this is what I'm gonna do, but I did like the idea from earlier, so we're just gonna kind of stick with it. Look at us, flaming eyeball. I think that's actually kind of red. Yeah, that's cool. So we're gonna stick with that. Let's see. Be interesting to see how this plays out in color, but you know, it's way later down the line. And then with this one, I'm gonna go. See, skeleton feels normal for this, but I draw a lot of skeletons, and I don't want to do normal. So maybe I do something different. Maybe this is a more blobbish creature. We're gonna go. Actually, you know what? I want to connect that because I want to see that eyeball or whatever it ends up being is floating. I want that to be clear. So we're gonna go with that. I'm just gonna come here and yeah, drop in some shapes, some forms. I don't want it to get cut off by the cape because then that's gonna be hard. The part of what I'm thinking about while I'm making these is, okay, I have to draw this character a bunch of times in a bunch of different scenarios and looks and vibes. So I don't want it to be super hard to make happen. Like I don't want all the angles to be really tough and have to fight to make any of it make sense. So it does not seem like we're going blob here, by the way. So I've changed my mind on that. I do like the idea of just like a galaxy body. That would be cool. Like a well, yeah, I mean, it's hard to show that off right now, but like the idea of a body that is kind of a galaxy. And then that sort of disperses. We're just gonna go some kind of, I don't know. I'm terrible at drawing hands just off the bat, so we're gonna make do with what we have right now. Yeah, these are bad hands. That's okay. This is just a sketch, so they don't need to be good. These hands will need to be good when I do the drawings. So right now, they're fine, whatever. I'm just gonna draw some X here so that we know that's gonna be kind of filled in. I'm gonna write space. That's kind of cool, kind of like an eternity sort of vibe, which is interesting. And then we're gonna go, this is what I do, you guys, when you're not here. I just make sounds because I'm alone. Not alone, like in life I'm not alone, but in this moment I'm alone. And so I just make sounds. Yeah, this is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of getting into this. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna make this. I gotta stop saying way self-conscious now. Make that bigger. Yes, this is good. Okay, so that's a cool option. I'm not gonna lie. I support this. I'm gonna try another one though. Let's do. You know what? just for shits and giggles. I don't know why I'm still tied to this, but there's just something about cowboy that is speaking to me for this character. So not even cowboy, but just like Western. So I'm gonna try it, and we're just gonna see what happens. I don't think it's gonna be this, but I'm interested to see. So we're just gonna give it a shot. I don't think I want to do flaming cowboy, so what should I do? What should I do? Something to make it different. I really want to draw a skull. It would be cool, but that's not the point. The point is that we're trying to make it unique, and I do not think that would be particularly unique, because I do that almost all the time. What about if we make him a dinosaur? No, that's nothing. I mean, that would be cool, but that's not what we're going for. Something draw. I'm gonna leave just a floating hat. It's gonna be a lot of floating right now. We're gonna do like a kind of jacket sort of thing, because I think that would be neat. We know that it's gonna be floating anyway, so that is cool. Yes. Okay. This is kind of neat. Yeah, all right. Some sort of jacket, which I don't think I can have it be quite the same, just disperse into nothing down here. So I'm just gonna have it, use it as a jacket. Never drawn a jacket without anybody in it before. It's gonna be like, obviously not a super accurate jacket, but it is cool. That's all that matters. Kind of a jacket and a cape. I'm looking at it now. Like a cape coat. A coat. All right. Yeah, this is also cool. See, and this is why you do it, because you never find things until you try them. Does he just not have a body? Is that something that I'm gearing toward? Because it looks like that's where I'm going, and I don't quite want to do that. So let's get something in there. Robots? Is robots anything? No, not really. I mean, it's cool, but again, it's not ethereal. Juxtaposition. What's good? What's good? Can we include wisdom back in this? I feel like we're losing wisdom. So let's do. I'm just gonna give him a torso. There is going to be a torso. We know this. I drew a character earlier that had this as a concept, so maybe I'll just include that here. We're just gonna. It's a heart. Neato, right? Heart and a thing. Like a heart and a thing. Just a little display case for a heart. Yeah, I don't know. Some weird red organs around there. Okay, that's kind of something. That's almost becoming something, kind of. Like connects to his skin like that. I don't want him to be quite as toned as he is, maybe. Or you're gonna just kind of bring that down and that up. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sold on this, but it is what it is. And then just jacket arms. I am digging this jacket. It's pretty cool. You can hide a lot of this in shadow also. That's something to consider, is that it doesn't have to be, a lot of it can be hidden. This kind of half torso person is cool. Something's missing, obviously. The face. The face is missing. But there's something about it that's not quite working. Maybe do we just kind of throw one head? Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going. Not skull, but kind of skullish. I'm thinking like a robot skull. Oh, maybe he's got eyes back in there. That's gross. I love it. He's got eyes in his weird robot skull. Oh, this guy's speaking to me all of a sudden. This is a friend. We've made a friend. Yeah, that's starting to be something. I don't know if it's this character, but it's definitely wild, and I am extremely into it. I can even see kind of like a glow about the face and this. Those two could both have a glow that would be very dynamic and extremely cool. I don't know why he's flying. I guess he just is. Don't worry about it, right? Okay, that's another extremely cool option that I just randomly got into. So we've got that one. We've got this one. Let's do one more, and then we'll kind of finalize some stuff. What's another? Okay, here's an idea. What if it was just kind of almost a mushroom cloud, but without the stem base? What do you call that? Anyway, just like a cloud. No, actually, what if? Whoa, that was weird. What if it was a cloud? That'd be something. Because then you can show emotion. That's how I think about a lot of character designs I do, is how could you show emotion? That's a gross cloud. I do not like it. You could show emotion with a cloud by having it kind of be wavy sometimes, and it could be storm cloud if you got mad. I like the idea, but I don't think I draw clouds well enough to make that work. So we're just gonna try something else. Could it just be like a... Just looks like one of the thumb people. Sorry, I can't unsee it now. Looks like one of the thumb people from Spy Kids. But could it be something that's got... This is strange. What am I doing? He's cute. He's not what I'm looking for. Could we do... What could be floating up here? Like a baseball. No. What about what's sphere? What about the... Like a... Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Now we got something. What about a planet of some sort? No, that's too vague a planet. Or too specific a planet, I mean. Let's do just like... Just a planet. We'll give him a moon. That'd be fun. Having a little moon flying around. Maybe a couple. Couple of moons. I don't know why I keep saying him. It's not a gender-specific him. It's just I like calling things little guys. Okay, planet. Does planet... Planet with... We're gonna stick female for this one, or somewhat, I guess, vaguely female presenting. Is that what you'd say? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna stick in that direction. Let's do like a an armor kind of thing. I like drawing armor. Armor's fun. Don't necessarily need, boobs in the armor, I guess. But if this is already pretty amorphous, so if we want it to give off the vibe of female, we have to build the body like a female, kind of. So maybe we just kind of bring this in some... Yeah, like that. That's cool. I'm gonna make this... I'm gonna design the armor in some way. I don't want to over-design. I don't want it to feel super regal, because it's not really what we're going for here. Let's give like some kind of wrap here. This feels like more chainmail sort of deal, like Thor almost. Don't know how we're gonna have this disappear into nothing. I haven't thought about that at all. That's okay. We're gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it. Maybe it just dies, falls off like the other. All right. Okay. This is something. I don't know if this is something. I can't quite decide if this is anything. Let's give her some kind of... I'm going real Thor with this. Now I'm looking at it. That's okay. The thought is there. We can workshop after this. Like a cape sort of jam. This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm into this. I think there's more we can do. I'm gonna add like a couple of hinge pieces here. I think there's more we can do. I'm not sold on this fully yet, but I'm not sold. I don't know. So anyway, we've got this. We've got this guy. I love his eyes so much, and we have this. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that is the start, at least, of my character design process, and I might do this in like a 2-part video. Thank you so much for watching this video on how I design characters. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this, watch more of this kind of content, or if you want me to do something completely different, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below what you'd like to see from me next. Do you want to see this process through? Let me know. Or do none of those things, because I really am not your dad.